Shalom. Kahala'ila, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone rule well, Shalom to the 144,000, the one-third remnant men, women, and children of the whole for the elect, Shalom. It's the brother Gabar Yash coming back at you another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, our present. Let's be edifying, straight to the point. And we're going to read this article from the prophecynewswatch.com. Okay, and it says the march towards mandatory digital identity closer than you think. So the M.O.T.B is close. In an era where our digital footprints increasingly define our identities, the concept of mandatory digital identification is rapidly gaining traction. Recent legislative efforts, particularly those aimed at regulating minors' access to social media, are accelerating this shift. While these measures are often presented as protective, they carry profound implications for personal privacy and freedom. And there won't be no freedoms, man. Okay? Global initiatives and legislative actions. In January 2025, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez proposed at the World Economic Forum in Davos that social media accounts within the European Union be linked to the EU digital identity wallet. This initiative aims to eliminate online autonomy, ostability to combat misinformation and enhance security. However, it also raises significant concerns about users' privacy and the potential for increased surveillance. And this is what it's all about, man. Okay? There won't be no privacies in the new world order. Okay? And these devils NWO, they're going to have full control. You're going to be under full surveillance. Okay? Similarly, Australia has enacted stringent social media regulations banning children under 16 from platforms like Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat. Social media companies are required to enforce these age restrictions or face substantial fines. While the while the legislation aims to protect young users, experts warn that it could lead to privacy issues and push children towards less regulated platforms. Anyway, let's go back. It says, in the United States, 12 states have implemented regulations requiring parental consent and age verification for teens' social media use. These laws, while intended to safeguard minors, also contribute to the normalization of digital ID systems, potentially paving the way for broader applications. It says the slippery slope for digital identifications. The expansion of digital ID requirements beyond social media is a looming possibility. Linking digital identities to various online services could lead to a future where accessing essential services necessities identity verifications and effectively eroding online autonomy. This shift could transform the internet into a heavy monitor space where every action is traceable and personal freedoms are compromised. Exactly. And this is what the future we're headed towards, man. Not just the internet, man, but with your money and everything else. None, you won't have any more privacy, okay, under these devils, man. Okay? You won't have any more privacy, okay? Like it tells you in 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know what's coming. Proponents argues that such measures enhance security and streamline services. However, critics cautioned that mandatory digital IDs could be applied beyond their initial scope, gradually eroding the ability to browse the internet freely and anonymously. All right, so you won't have any more privacy, man. Okay, they make that mandatory. We all know this is all leading to the M.O.T.B. All roads lead to the M.O.T.B. at the end of the day. It says a catastrophe for change the role of cybersecurity incidents. A significant cybersecurity breach could serve as a catalyst for the widespread adoption of mandatory digital IDs. In the aftermath of a major hacking incident, public opinion may shift in favor of stringent security measures, including universal digital identification. While such a system could de- deter cyber criminals, it also raises concern about data privacy and the potential misuse of personal information. Okay, it says the high public response to these hacks has led to a charged public debate about information theft, cyber attacks, and treason. This this environment creates fertile grounds for policies that privatize prioritize security over individual freedoms, potentially leading to a acceptance of intrusive measures like mandatory digital IDs. Okay, so basically, you won't be able to use some computer, you won't be able to use the internet. Okay, we always talk about the M.O.T.B. where they're gonna force you to put the C hip in your right hand or in your forehead, man. But eventually, and really, the internet is gonna be all on in that brain chip anyway, man. Okay, that's where the internet is gonna be. Okay, where they can monitor what you're watching and everything else. Okay, so get ready for this. This is on. This is basically close. Like it says, it's closer than you think, and it is. The dystopian potential, surveillance, and control. The implementation of mandatory digital IDs carry the risk of creating an omnipresent present surveillance state with every individual's activities tracked and recorded. Governments and corporations could gain unprecedented control over personal lives. Exactly. This is what it's all about. Control at the end of the day. This level of oversight could stifle dissent, manipulate behavior, and infringe upon basic human rights. And that's exactly what it's about, man. Your human rights. Okay? You ain't gonna have no more rights. I'm gonna read this last paragraph and then I'm gonna get a few scriptures, man. Okay? Because hey, we're here. It says once digital ID system becomes entrenched, they could also be leveraged for broader social control. Governments or corporations could tie access to financial services, travel, and even employment to a citizen's compliance with societal norms or political ideologies. Dissenters or those who refuse to participate in certain government initiatives could find themselves blacklisted. Ooh, you won't be able to buy, sell, or do anything. Travel. Okay? Revelation 13:16. Unable to function in an increasingly cashless and digital economy. See? This all lines up with Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 18, man. Okay? All roads lead to the M.O.T.B. at the end of the day. This level of coercion would make personal freedoms conditional, subject to the whims of those in power. And then that's talking about Esau, even the so-called white man, the elites, man. Okay. Every purchase made with a digital ID could be tracked, allowing those empowered to monitor and analyze consumer behavior in real time. Beyond simply tracking, this level of control the introduce the possibility of restricting purchases based on government or corporate agendas. See? Let's read this, man. It says certain items deemed undesirable by authorities, whether for political, environmental, or ideological reasons, could be blocked entirely. Imagine a future where buying too much meat, ammunition, religious materials, or even books that criticize the government become impossible. That's the future that we're coming into. Okay? They're going to control everything you buy and sell. Like I said, you won't be able to buy and sell. Okay? You won't be able to buy certain things. They're going to control what you buy. And hey, sell whatever. And if you do too much of these things, they can cut you off. It can be, like I said, it could be blocked entirely. If you buying too much meat, they can block you from buying a lot of meat. They might limit your purchase of meat, ammunition, religious things, man, even books, certain books. This is the world that we're coming into, and this is what the men of the Lord have been warning you about, man. The true prophets of doom, by the way. Hey, great millstone, man. The elders and the apostles, the elder brothers and the elder bishops and the brothers on down. Okay? Yeah, we are those prophets of doom. Okay? So the prophets of doom are warning you about what? This is the time of doom, man. Okay? This is the time of Jacob's trouble. When this is going to be implemented, man. Mandatory, all right? Mandatory CHIP. Okay? This is what the world we're coming into, man. Okay? But hey, if we don't warn you about these things, that's blood on our hands. It says this would transform digital IDs from a tool of convenience into a mechanism of economic and ideological enforcement, further tightening the grip of those in control. And that's the elites, man, the elites of Edom. Okay? It says a prophetic warning, the intersection with biblical prophecy. And this all lines up with what? Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 18, man. Okay. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Well, I guess I'm going to read these two paragraphs and then I'm going to get some scriptures. It says the trajectory of mandatory digital identification earrings panels warning found in biblical prophecy. The book of Revelation speak of a time when a global leader or leaders, not just, they talk about this one, and when the Bible says there are many anti-Hamashiachim, enforced as systems where no one can buy or sell without a specific mark. Exactly. And that's what the man of the Lord, this is what we prophesy about every single day. Because this prophecy here has to come to pass. The technological infrastructure for such control is increasingly plausible, with digital IDs potentially serving as the modern equivalent of this prophesied mark. Yeah, the CHIP, man. The RFID CHIP, and that's why I'm going to leave it at that. Because you know how YouTube is, man. YouTube is sensitive about this subject. Okay? And that's the times we're coming into. As a as global initiatives push for universal digital identification, the foundation is being laid for a system that could fulfill these ancient prophecies. Where's IUCNC? Where's those other Israelite groups that hey that say, oh, well, we say that the CHIP is not the M.O.T.B, man. Where y'all at? Come on, man. Explain this. We're going to a cashless society. Everything is going digital, man. It says the convergence of technology, legislation, and social acceptance is creating a landscape where personal freedoms are at risk, and the potential for authoritarian controls looms large. Exactly. And I'll put the rest of this in the description box, man. Well, it's pretty much it for the article, but hey, come on, man. How do you get around this? Huh? All these other Israelite groups that are not warning our people, still mocking, still making fun of the prophets. Hmm. Okay. Hey, you've been warned. Okay? You've been warned. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trusting in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him, man. And who is the modern Pharaoh in this spiritual Egypt? Esau, even so-called white man. Okay? America, Babylon the Great is spiritual Egypt. Okay? Well, he's trying to put everybody in captivity, man. Not just the Israelites. Okay, he wants the Israelites put back in captivity, but he's putting everyone in the world under surveillance, man, because this is going to happen throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Okay? Esau, Edom. Okay? Let's go to Revelation. Revelation, because that's the times that we're in. Okay, I ain't want to do that. Revelation chapter 12. Let's go to Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. So these devils are making their moves now. They're telling you, you won't be able to do certain things. You won't be able to participate in society unless you have this what? This digital mark, man. Okay? That's going to go into your hand or in your forehead. Okay? Let's go to Revelation chapter 13. And let's start at verse 12. We're going to read our way down to verse 18. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. That's the ancient Roman Empire. America is Rome 2.0. Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Those false miracles, man. Okay, it tells you that. And that's a matter of fact, let's come back. Let's come back to that. Let's go to Second Thessalonians right quick. Let's shoot over to Second Thessalonians right quick, man. Okay, that wicked has been revealed. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, and that's Esau, even the so-called white man. Verse 4, who opposeth it and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. He wants to be like the Most High, man. Okay? Verse 5, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? Verse 6, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. He's being revealed. Esau ain't being revealed. His plans are being revealed. Everything about him is being revealed. Okay? Verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And he's about to be taken out of the way. This devil ain't got much time left. Okay? That's why he's making his moves. Verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. He's being revealed by the mouthpiece of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. The men of the Lord are. Okay? The men of the Lord are revealing this devil, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. And when Yahweh Shai cracked those clouds, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to finish the rest. Verse 9, even him who is coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, those false miracles, man. Okay? Now let's go back to Revelation. Revelation 13. Revelation 13. Left off in verse. Let's read verse 13 again. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Those false miracles. Verse 14. And deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, to the beast, which which had the wound by a sword and did live. Okay, so the beast system is at work, man. Okay, and what is that image? The NWO. Okay. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay? Eventually, they're going to put laws in place where you are not going, where eventually you're going to be executed. Okay? Unrighteous laws, unrighteous decree. First, they're going to kill you out by starving you out. Okay? And eventually, they're going to put laws in place, man, where eventually you will be executed. It tells you that in Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4. Okay, some of the men of the Lord will become martyrs, man. Are going to be put to death. Okay? Okay? So, hey, this devil ain't going to be able to touch all the elect because, like it tells you in Mark 9 and 1, it says, some that shall, like it says, it shall be some that shall not taste death. Some of the Lord's hopeful elect are not going to see death at all. Okay? So we ain't worried about what this devil's going to do. But we do have to warn our people, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, about what's coming. And this right here is a very important prophecy that has to take place. And it's about to. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay? And we all know what that mark is. Okay? Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay? And what's the penalty for taking this, man? Okay? Because if you take this, you following after these other Israelite groups that are telling you that the M.O.T.B is not the sea here, and you take it, what's going to happen? Revelation 14, 9, and 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, okay, I'll mention. If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shai, which is poured out without mystery into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You're going to be left here to become missile food, man. Okay? So, hey, we warn our people. When we see these prophecies come to pass, hey, what we do? We go to that trump and we sound the alarm. Okay? We're warning you about what Esau's about to do. He coming with that tiny sword, man. Okay? And we know what that tiny sword is going to do. It's going to pierce. Okay? And put that C-hip in you, where you're going to be under his control. Okay? And if you take it, you've already made Esau your God. And you will be left here to be destroyed, man. Point blank, period. Okay? Let's see. I'm gonna end here, man. I pray this lesson was edifying and straight to the point. Okay? So, hey, this is our warning, man. We are those prophets of doom, and we're going to continue to be those prophets of doom, man. Because, hey, that's the times that we're in. We're in the time of doom. Okay? The day of doom. Okay? So with that, all praises and glorifications go to Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Okay? See you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharaga, Shalom, Wabba Babal, Shalom.